Hey, what's up, guys? Triple C here.
I'm Justin.
And I'm Olivia.
And this is Triple C Show.
Let's get inside Elroy.
Yep, because today we're going to be getting inside the very psyche around this lizard friend of ours. So, let's first start out with what everyone's probably thinking. Who is Elroy? So, Elroy is a green lizard that has no exact species as of right now. And he was brought on to Triple C Show for the sake of having a kind of like a voice of reason. We always had Mystere being our
mascot.
Yep, and not so much being our voice of reason, but just kind of adding another person to the group.
Yeah.
But we feel like we needed, well, more like we wanted another person to just kind of bounce off, to add some kind of a little bit of humor to the show. And so Elroy was born. So Elroy is the one that constantly reminds us about the concepts, keeps the concepts current as well. And that's something we're going to get into. So Elroy has done a phenomenal job with kind of continuing the concepts. Now the concepts, as you know, went away before this little era of Triple C post Triple C Show number 77. We started with Triple C Show number 78, where we rebooted everything, where we said we're back on track.
Mm-hmm.
We've been back on track since then. Now the concepts, we didn't want to get rid of the concepts. We realized that once we got into the studio space, the concept started to take a further and further back seat. And we didn't want to get rid of that. So here we have Elroy, who constantly keeps the concepts in the circulation of the channel.
Mm-hmm.
So every video he's in, he brings up concepts. So the concepts are more relevant now than they've ever been. And we thank Elroy and his little undeterred mission for that.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, we'll get the another elephant out of the room. Who is the one that does it? Well, obviously, I don't know if this is, I don't think I'm breaking much of the fourth wall here.
No.
I am the one that puppeteers Elroy. My hand is right
inside of him.
Yep.
Hence the name to the show today.
Yeah, he's just a generic puppet. There we go. We're breaking the fourth wall for everyone that's watching. His little arm rod and everything. But yeah. So the original Elroy actually got destroyed in Triple C Show number 140. Which is kind of funny. A lot of people don't realize that Elroy does not have tape around him anymore. When we made him with packing tape, and that's how he was held together. Well, if you look at the time lapse, you can see Olivia was hanging him from the ceiling, and he fell apart.
Watch that.
It's pretty funny. After that he was completely. Hold on, watch it. You're gonna screw this up both.
Oh.
But after that, he needed to be fully repaired. So the modern Elroy is the Elroy that's been around after that. And that's the Elroy you see currently right before you. The one that uses zip ties behind him. And he has like these spikes. He's a dinosaur. No, I'm kidding. So now we're going to get into that. So why zip ties? Well, I can't sew. I can't sew at all for the life of me. So what I figured is, why not just sew but with zip ties? And it definitely looks like zip ties. I don't think we're fooling anyone with that. But I like to think of it kind of, fits in with the kind of kitschy sort of vibe we have going on over here, I like to say, where we kind of know how everything works. You can see this earbud is the microphone. We're pretty self-aware over here about what we have and, what we're pretending those things are.
Yeah.
But now we're going to finally get into the Roy himself. He has been a smash hit. People have loved him since we first started him. A lot of people that we've been talking to have said comments about him. For instance, a lot of people seem to think he's very cute with his glasses. He's got quite big glasses for a reptile of his stature. A lot of people also love how he can play the drums. I have shown some people in my close circle the music video of him playing drums. Pretty soon you guys will see it as well. And you guys will hopefully be thinking about the same thing. even Olivia. Olivia also likes Elroy. I love Elroy. We find ourselves kind of quoting him. We even watch movies and TV shows, and we're kind of like, oh my god, it sounds like something Elroy would say.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, personally, I also really think this is kind of the main topic of this is that I've had a lot of people say that they like Elroy more than Mystere, um, which is something that I do want to talk about. That I'm first off very grateful that a lot of you guys who are watching love our boy Elroy, as we call him. We're just very glad that you do definitely like him more than Mystere. Because Mystere actually we figured was going to be a given, but we didn't really know with a new character, bringing a new character onto the Triple C show. Is he going to even be successful? We're really surprised he's actually more successful than it seems Mystere is currently. But that, of course, hasn't swayed me and Olivia, who are, obviously big Mystere fans.
Mm-hmm.
So Mystere is not dead. So first off, if anyone's starting to think, well, is Elroy going to full out replace Mystere? No. Me and Olivia are hardcore Mystere fans. We will find a way to make Mystere a part of it. But when it comes to Triple C show related stuff, you are going to see Elroy and stuff like that because that's what most people like. But however, outside of Triple C show, Elroy is not something we plan on expanding on. You won't see him on C5, you won't see him on Versus, and you won't see him on any other series that we start unless we put him in for a special or unless we otherwise say so. But for the most part, he's a Triple C show exclusive, which makes it all the more interesting because Triple C show is one show on our channel, and we do a whole bunch of things on the channel. And the fact that, well, I mean, I'm not going to say a minor character. He's a major character in the Triple C show. But the fact that a character from one show of ours specifically is so favorited, it's completely honorable.
Yeah.
Both of us are very honored by it. So now I'm going to leave it off to Olivia because it seems like, Olivia, you wanted something to say, so I'll let you go.
I mean, I feel like with Elroy being here, it's been like I feel like it makes the show come more to life because now we're not just having one person, but now we're having another one too. So I feel like ever since Elroy came here, like it's just helped the show more, and it's honestly funny being that Elroy is like the the people that kind of are have like more of like a negative input on the show. Not like completely negative, but it's more like, why don't you guys do this? Why don't you guys do that? So it's funny that Elroy takes that over, and then we're just kind of talking to him in a similar way that we would probably be talking to you guys about it. So for Elroy to be like that little thing, it also makes us think in our head, why don't we do it like this? And it gives us more ideas to come up with better things to do.
True. There are some times Elroy brings up actually really good points. Just like how a lot of you guys do, because he is the embodiment of some of you guys who are also talking to the camera. He's not all. It's not him making fun of anyone. He just talks a certain way, but he's supposed to represent a pretty broad amount of people, not so much bad people. So if you fit in with Elroy, that doesn't mean that you're a bad person at all. He's a very broad character, and that was kind of the point. Is you kind of have one character that kind of embodies multiple different personalities, and that's kind of why I feel like maybe most people do like Elroy, is because Mystere tends to gear towards like a certain small niche of people, whereas Elroy is more broad, and I think that maybe explaining that out loud maybe kind of opens our eyes and maybe your eyes, who are kind of how me and Olivia are, who are Mystere fans. But yeah, we did want to talk about how Elroy has definitely been getting favorited, and we wanted to kind of showcase a whole episode about Elroy. Now, we've showcased him a few times, but we really never had a topical breakdown of him like we did with Mystere.
Yeah.
So, little things I guess we'll do before we close it out, little tidbits on like behind the scenes Elroy related things. These glasses are my glasses. They're my old glasses. They have tape over them and they're painted. Let me think. Elroy himself, if you haven't seen the video where we introduced him, He is based off of an old puppet of mine when I was younger that we restored and turned him into Elroy. He was originally a frog. He now is a lizard. As for his drums, because I know a lot of people are going to question that, so this is where you'll be able to understand it. So his drum is a Five Below drum set. Where's the box? Oh, the box is over there. But this, just if you take my word for it, it's a Five Below drum set. You can pick these up for $5. So this is your bass drum right here. Normally this would all be laid flat, like this. But what we did to make it look more like a regular drum set, we inverted the bass drum. We also took both of these toms and kind of stood them on both sides, kind of like how they were before. And we reset the hi-hat so it's in the front. We also took the stand that the drum would be on. This would go where this bass drum is. And what we did is we retrofitted it into a seat. So kind of like to hold him up, but it also kind of does look like a seat. And now to put him on here, what we do...
You gotta put it inside of him.
Yep. So what we do this. And I have a spring clip that goes on this piece of cardboard that is the backing. And so you can see that Elroy is effectively attached to the chair now. He also had a functioning bass drum pedal, which used to go right here. It did fall off. But I guess you could kind of pretend that there was one there. And then these are his drumsticks. These are just screws. But they actually do make noise. So when we were doing our album, when it comes out, you'll see it. He is able to actually make noise with his drum set and annoy everyone. So that's fine. It does also rock. That's kind of an unintentional thing. And before we close it out, what is this whole thing on? This is actually the front of the Antony's Comet American Meteor. So this, or any Antony's Comet actually. This is the front end. We had it sitting up here, stored away, for just archives. But we actually figured, well, let's modify it so it has a greater use and it should be used in more videos. So here it is. So a piece of history becomes more involved into history. So yeah, and you can see the drums are not held on there very well. But yeah, so that is Elroy's drum. That is Elroy himself. We're hoping we could probably put that in more videos. It'd be kind of fun if we do like a boom sort of thing. It'd be kind of fun, but we'll see how it goes. Anyways, though, that's it for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it, you Elroy fans. If you're a Mystere fan, you probably hated it, but we hope you understand that we want to also make sure that everyone kind of gets, I don't know how to explain it, the right attention that they deserve. So, yeah. Anything else you want to say before we end it off?
I think that's it.
Okay. Well, without further ado, hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. So make sure to leave it a like and subscribe to Triple C today.
Only if you want to. You don't have to.
You don't have to. Anyways, I'm Justin.
And I'm Olivia.
And we will Triple C you guys later. Peace.
Bye.